You keep calling them, texting them, sending gifts, and they don't even say thank you. I'm Adam, 83 years old. I spent 7 years waiting for my daughter to call me back. 7 years standing by the phone like a fool. Sit with me for a few minutes. I'm going to tell you what finally worked, and it's going to sound mean. But sometimes mean is what saves you. When I was a boy in Nebraska, my dad worked all the time, 3 jobs. I barely saw him, but I wanted to. I'd stand at the window every night, watching for his truck, waiting. He'd come home after I was asleep. Every single night, I told myself when I grew up, I'd be different. I'd be there for my kids, and I was. I went to every baseball game my daughter Sarah played, every school concert. When she turned 18, I drove her to college, 12 hours in the car, just us two. Talking about her dreams, I thought we'd always be close. She got married, had 2 kids, and slowly she stopped calling. First, she missed 1 Sunday, then 2, then a whole month went by, so I started calling her. Always me, never her. Hey, sweetie, just checking in. Haven't heard from you. Hope you're okay. Sarah, it's Dad again. You ever hear yourself beg? It sounds terrible. I didn't know what I did wrong. I paid for her college, helped her buy her house, watched her kids whenever she needed. So why didn't she call? I tried harder, sent more letters, more birthday cards, more gifts. One time I drove 4 hours to surprise her on her birthday. When she opened the door, she didn't look happy. She looked annoyed. She let me in. We ate cake. But the whole time I felt like I was bothering her, like I didn't belong there anymore. I drove home and sat in my car for an hour. I felt embarrassed, like a dog begging for scraps. I started keeping a calendar, marking every time I called her. Every time she called back, I called 15 times. She called back once. Then came Thanksgiving 2 years ago. She invited me, but only for dessert. Not dinner, dessert. Her husband's parents were there for dinner. I showed up late and sat on the couch with pie on a paper plate while everyone laughed in the other room. I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled her into the kitchen. Do I embarrass you? Dad, don't start. You treat me like I'm nobody. Am I embarrassing to you? She looked at me and said something I'll never forget. You're too much, Dad. I have my own life. I can't keep worrying about your feelings all the time. Too much. Like I was a problem. I left. Didn't say goodbye. Didn't call her for 3 weeks, and she didn't even notice. I have a friend named Eddie, 86 years old. 3 kids, none of them call, but Eddie makes excuses for them. Oh, Tommy's just busy. Lisa's got the kids in sports. Eddie waits, and waits, and waits. He's miserable. Then there's my friend Frank. Frank's daughter moved far away 15 years ago. She calls maybe twice a year. But Frank's happy. He has a garden, plays chess. Started dating a woman named Claire last year. He's 79 and smiling like a teenager. I asked him once, doesn't it hurt that she doesn't call? He said, I raised her to live her own life. She is. I'm proud of her. That's the difference. Frank stopped waiting. He started living. So here's the trick. The cruel ones stop calling them. Just stop texting. Stop sending cards. Stop showing up uninvited. Stop begging them to remember you exist, because every time you beg, you're telling them you're not worth anything unless they pay attention to you. I stopped. It felt horrible at first. The first Sunday I didn't call Sarah. I sat by the phone anyway. Old habit. The second Sunday was worse. The third Sunday I cried, but the fourth Sunday I went to breakfast with a man from church. We talked about building things. It was nice. I started saying yes to other stuff, joined a movie group, tried making bread. I'm terrible at it, but it's fun. And guess what happened? Sarah called. 5 weeks later, she called me. Dad, you okay? Haven't heard from you. I didn't yell. I just said, I'm good, honey. Been busy. We talked for 8 minutes. It was fine, and when I hung up, I felt okay, because I wasn't waiting for her to make me happy anymore. I was making myself happy. Listen, your kids don't owe you their time. I know you raised them, fed them, loved them, but they don't owe you. If they only talk to you because they feel guilty, that's not love. That's a chore. You think you have time to keep waiting. Maybe you do. But how much time are you going to waste feeling small? I see Sarah now 4 times a year. She calls once a month, sometimes more. It's not what I wanted, but I stopped needing it. And something strange happened. She started asking about my life, what I'm doing. She noticed I seemed happier because I was. I'm 83 years old. I wasted 7 years begging. But I know this now. When you stop needing them to notice you, you finally notice yourself. And that's when you stop being invisible. If this helped you, share it with someone who's still waiting by the phone. Tell me in the comments, how long have you been the only one calling? I read everyone, and subscribe. You need to hear this before you waste another year.